Because of the coronavirus pandemic, Moscow is under lockdown, and it's turning to facial recognition technology to enforce it.
Я вышел из дома вынести мусор буквально на 1,5 минуты. Через примерно полчаса после этого ко мне в дверь позвонили полицейские и сообщили мне о том, что, собственно, я нарушил режим карантина.
Moscow has one of the world's largest facial recognition systems. Since January, it's been connected to over 100,000 cameras. ARTYOM KUKHARENKO developed part of the system's software.
It needs only one photo to scan among all the video streams. It can process more than 100,000 video streams in real time on a small amount of hardware, so that if any person passes near the camera, then the system compares his face to this blacklist. If there is a match, it will send an alert to the policeman.
So far, the system is tracking people who've tested positive for the virus or who are deemed high risk of having it, such as those returning from abroad. Those who don't obey can be fined. Vladimir Bykovsky was put under a 2-week quarantine after returning from South Korea.
Камеры установлены на каждом подъезде. Я, честно говоря, думал, что они относятся к системам видеодомофонов для жителей, но оказалось, что они подключены в систему слежения, которая во всей Москве работает.
But there are worries about the system, that Russia's government will use it against its critics, but also less obvious ones. ANDREY KAGANSKIKH is a freelance journalist who set out to see how easy it is to gain access to the system.
So basically in Russia there is this huge black market for personal data, which is sometimes leaked from law enforcement. And I found a dealer who sold access to Moscow facial recognition systems.
Естественно, мы решили попробовать.
Basically, I sent him my photo and he looked me up in the system.
Система выдала 238 возможных совпадений по 140 камерам. Пишется, что точность была 67%, но меня ни на одной из этих фотографий нет.
At the time, there were only 3,000 cameras connected to Moscow facial recognition system, and I haven't walked by any of them, so the system failed to find me. But I'm pretty sure that right now, since around 100,000 cameras are connected to it now, it shouldn't be a problem to find me. The funniest thing about the system is that police officers with login and password to it can just open this website on any tablet from any place in the world and do whatever they want, basically.
Moscow's authorities say the system has already caught several hundred people breaking quarantine rules. The system is also appearing in other Russian cities. The pandemic is accelerating its use towards becoming the norm.
When officials use the system for a greater good, like to fight this pandemic, unavoidably the system will be perceived as something like better than it is. People will forget about its security flaw. It's like this pandemic could become like a big advertisement company for the system.